Folks, I've got a couple of errands to run, and that means I'm going out to an area where I've never been Funko Pop hunting before.
Interesting.
I also am picking up a deal that I found on Facebook Marketplace, so without any further ado, guys, let's get started. Here we go. All right, guys, I made my way over to the mall. It might be one of the worst days to shop because it is December 23rd, but I want to go to a couple stores here and see if they have anything good, kind of wrap up December and 2024. So let's go see what they've got. Starting things off at Entertain Mart, guys, honestly, they haven't gotten in a ton of new stock. I wonder if people aren't selling in a ton of pops to them for some odd reason, but if you guys want to take a look at some of the things that they had, I mean, this is pretty much all the stuff that I've seen within the weeks past. Tons of different things that, you know, have been sitting here for a while. Bunch of stuff to choose from. There were a couple of new things that I haven't seen, guys, and I'll show off a couple of their new things. We have the Rainbow Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh right here. I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. Had some cards myself. I don't remember that character though. They have random pops that they get like exclusives from other stores. So this was one of them, guys, from Teen Wolf right here. And then kind of looking around, guys, to see what other things they had. A bunch of Daryl Philbin pops from The Office. I don't know why they had all of those. Thought that was kind of random. And also Lupin right here. Thought that was kind of a random one that they had a bunch of as well. I kept looking around, guys, and in their out-of-box section, I want to say that this is a League of Legends pops, and some of these pops actually have some pretty good value. I don't think this one does specifically, but it was a pop that I hadn't seen in a while, a fun one, a little bit of a rarer one, I should say. So I figured I would show it off, guys. Went downstairs, went over to Box Lunch, and honestly, they didn't have much. Like this is probably a terrible time to go shopping because I didn't get to check out their section, but I went next door over to Hot Topic, and I did find some restocks that I thought were interesting, like this Freddy Fazbear right here, guys, the blacklight ones. I know that these had some pretty decent value at one point, but obviously, you know, they've restocked, so they're back, you know, to normal value, but fun ones nonetheless, guys. Five Nights at Freddy's are always some popular pops that people are always on the lookout for, so those are pretty sweet. Blacklight Joker is another fun one that I found as well. And then, guys, anything Beetlejuice at Hot Topic was buy one, get one for $1. So if you're looking for this exclusive, or if you want a couple or another item, I should say, you can get buy one, get one for $1. So there you go. All right, guys, so I find myself in an interesting place. So I don't come here very often, but I'm here for two reasons. Number one, I'm here for a Facebook Marketplace deal. I'm picking up 5 pops for $40, which I feel like is a pretty good deal for the ones that I'm picking up. And then I'm also going to an ice cream shop. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's the only ice cream shop here in the state of Utah that sells Bluebell ice cream, if you're familiar with that. But also, while I am out this way, I'm definitely gonna check out some different stores. There's like Barnes & Noble, I think there's a Hot Topic, a Target, and a couple of like discount stores like Ross and Burlington. So let's go do the deal, and then we'll go to some other stores, and then yeah, we'll go from there. How's it going? Good. Thanks for meeting me here, I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. That's where I work, so.
Oh, you're good. All right. Yeah. Sweet, looks good. Is Venmo okay for you? Alrighty, guys, here is everything that I picked up for $40, which I feel like is pretty good. And some of these are some pretty older pops to find. I don't remember value-wise for like some of these Bambi ones where they're at, but I think $40 is pretty darn solid. It's like about $8 for each of these. But yeah, some of these are pretty darn old, guys. Like from 2014, we have the Cheshire Cat right here. You got Thumper, you got Flower, the glow-in-the-dark Loot Crate Groot. That's a mouthful. And this Dumbo one, I know that they've remade this one a couple times, but this is one of the somewhat original ones, I would say. But hey, a pretty good haul nonetheless. So now I think we're gonna go to some stores. I just wanted to hop in here, guys, and let you know about today's sponsor of the video, Whatnot. Honestly, Whatnot has become one of my favorite marketplaces for everything collectible. Obviously, I've really enjoyed hopping onto their live auctions and also going onto the marketplace and just finding all sorts of really cool collectible things, Funko Pops especially. I myself like to hold auctions on there monthly, guys, and I'll be having a New Year's 2025 auction coming up on Monday, January 6th. I have some awesome things set aside for that, so definitely use the link down below and bookmark that auction. Also, if you're a first-time user to Whatnot, you can get $15 off of your first purchase, which can go towards anything on the app. But thanks a bunch to Whatnot for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back into the hunt. My adventures begin, guys, at Burlington. I've never been to this Burlington before, but rest assured, it actually was pretty similar to the one that's closer to me. And they had a bunch of random like exclusives from different places. So that Walmart Whitney Houston 3-pack right there. And then just some random stuff. The AAA anime exclusive Boruto. People have been finding chases like crazy for that one. Another one, I think this is usually a GameStop exclusive. And all of these are priced pretty good. They're usually, I think, about like half off of what they would normally be. I'll show off a couple of the prices on the bottom right here, guys. Like $6 for, you know, a 6-inch pop is not bad. And I think that's a fun one. I don't really know much about Devil Dinosaur, but this one, guys, right here, $15 for a 10-inch pop. That's about half off of what it normally is, so that's not too shabby. Went next door over to GameStop, and they had a deal 2 for $20 for pops. So I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything that I want. Obviously at GameStop they're gonna have some game related stuff, so Sonic, StarCraft, so that was kind of fun to see. I love Futurama, so I figured I'd show off this Bender right here. That whole new series is really fun. I need to pick up this Big Bird eventually as well, so maybe one day when there's a sale on them. And then they had a bunch of clearance pops, nothing that really piqued my interest, but if you guys want to take a look at those, there they are. And that was it at GameStop. Okay folks, I find myself at a Target that I've never been to before, and it looks like they've kind of got a little bit of everything. Some new stuff, some older stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this Ichabod crane right here, guys, but this one's actually pretty cool. I think this is part of like a Sleepy Hollow set. Well, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. So that is pretty cool to see. I do notice that they have one of the new Spider-Man pops. I think I showed this off in a previous video. Fantastic Four Spider-Man, Target exclusive. I like the blue suit on that. That looks good. I'm trying to see what else is in here that is new. Most of the stuff is looking pretty same to my Target, you know, local to me. I want to say that this Max and Lucas 2-pack is new from Stranger Things. I don't know if I've ever seen that in person, but pretty much from what I can tell, it seems to be most of the same stuff, but there you go. There's another Target for you. Okay, folks, I find myself at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if we're going to find anything of this one. I've never been to this one either, so we'll see what they have. Not really seeing much different from like my local Barnes & Noble. We have some of the new Spider-Man pops that are in here. Some different exclusives in here, guys, with like Spike, and I saw another one somewhere else. All right, you know what? I lied. I think that was the only exclusive I found. I thought I saw another one. But for the most part, this seems to be about the same stuff that I have seen at my local Barnes & Noble. Maybe I'll look around and see what other things I can find, but if you guys kind of want to take a look, it seems to be most of the same. Hold on, one interesting thing that I just found, guys, I think this is a restock, is Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls. That is really interesting. I haven't seen that one in a while. Maybe I'll have to look a little bit closer, but I'm pretty sure that's a restock. Pops over here, guys, and it looks like it's a lot of different anime stuff. Maybe this is their like dedicated anime section. They do have some of the Disney like sketched pops as well, like, you know, hand drawn and stuff like that, but not really noticing anything else. I'll keep walking around, obviously, and see if there's some more kind of spread out, but here's another section. All right, so as far as I can tell, I think my last two stops are going to be Five Below and also Hot Topic. I've never been to a Hot Topic outside of like a normal mall, so this should be interesting. So I started off at Hot Topic, and I think this must be a new Hot Topic because I've never seen a location like this. It was like massive, and they had a really tall, like, you know, Funko display right there as well. They had a sign for Thrill Joy, so I'm thinking this is a brand new location. So they're getting in some like test stuff here and there that normally some other stores wouldn't. I was looking around at some of their like Thrill Joy stuff, just curious to see if I could find a chase or not. We also have a Spider-Man 2 Scream, which I just think that this pop has some really cool details, so that's why I'm showing it off. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2, guys. You'll have to let me know down below if you've played it. Five Nights at Freddy's Golden Freddy, Withered One, I think that's a restock as well, if I'm not mistaken. And Ahsoka Tano, I know that they've made a couple different Hot Topic exclusives of Ahsoka. If this is a restock, you'll have to let me know down below. And I feel like I'm showing off a lot of Blacklight Pops, guys, at different Hot Topics and everything, but Pumpkin Stitch, the color on that one actually pops pretty darn well, no pun intended there. But yeah, it was fun to go to a new Hot Topic, and I might have to visit this one if I'm ever out in the area again. Went on over to Five Below, guys, and I found some of their new Funko Minis, the Nickelodeon ones. They had the exclusive Cosmo and Wanda right there. I'll show off Cosmo right here. These are kind of growing on me. I don't know, might pick them up eventually. They had some fun characters, guys. I love Nickelodeon, so maybe I'll have to get those someday. Went over to see what Funko sodas that they had, and I was looking for Felix the Cat. They had one and it was open, so I knew right away that I wasn't going to find another one that had a chase, so you know, I kind of cut my losses on that. Looking at some other sodas as well, but there goes another Five Below. Alrighty folks, I am back at home. All of my errands have been run. I picked up the ice cream, picked up those deals from Facebook Marketplace, and went out to those stores that I'd never been to before. I will have to say, I highly recommend not visiting stores the day before Christmas Eve. That probably wasn't the best idea on my part. But I did find some awesome stuff, guys, like this Cheshire Cat right here, guys. This really cool Hot Topic exclusive. Came back all the way out in 2014. Speaking of other pops that came out in 2014, guys, we have Flower right here from Bambi. Speaking of other Bambi pops, guys, I also got this one right here, Thumper. This awesome glow-in-the-dark Groot, guys, from Guardians of the Galaxy. from 2014 and another 2014 pop. We might as well throw Dumbo in there. And all of these are going to be available in my auction like I mentioned earlier on in the video, so check out all the links down below. But thank you a million guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below, did you get any cool Funko Pops for Christmas, or did you gift any pops to anybody for Christmas? Be sure to subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another, always promote positivity. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.